I was just curious.
So I shouldn't acknowledge.
I didn't see that. That's
okay,
the thing.
but I'm acknowledging it because
I asked why were you holding her like that? That's all.
Subscribe for your girl, Beekay.
Yeah, because you must be next. That's fine.
It's party time. The clothes for your face are in. Some doing ironing, ladies doing makeup, making sure that they're looking lit. The guys in conversation, thinking of what shoe to match their clothing with. Nate helping Jojo to do her makeup after they fought because of a tone. Now, with your face looking lit, yes, so you also have Nsuku, whose designer does not get it wrong. Look at her. And Nate is also serving looks front and back. They modeling their way, and it is party o'clock. The DJ for the night is poised to do. Sweet GULUVA and the guys, they're feeling hot. They're taking off their suit. It is love light. You have Nsuku with boy Beekay. Later, Pilile comes in their midst, and boy turns attention to her. It is vibe. They hugging. I'm like, oh, I'm looking for Nate. And they asked her, she did see herself with GULUVA's Swiss tyrant. They also doing their own thing. Some brotherly chemistry between Swiss and Sweet GULUVA. I think he's working extra hard to win his brother's trust after kicking Ashley out, though it wasn't his total fault. Now, you have boy Muzi watching them like, oh, and beaming with smiles. You also have Uyanda, the 9th was his 9th, having fun non-stop, and later getting cozy with girl Mshini to the extent that Sweet GULUVA had to stretch his neck. Mola, what are you two up to? Party is officially over. Favs are heading to the house and let the drama begin. Hello, welcome to Vampire PJH. Thank you so much for clicking that one too much. Ursula is not happy, but what she go do? She needs to serve the punishment. Your Favs entered the house, and the first thing on their mind is, did Kane's pie come through? And of course, they came through for them. You have Jojo going straight to where the cake is instead of being on the queue. But why is she supposed to be on the queue when she's part of the kitchen girls? Because HOH does not want all 3 kitchen girls serving. And who are they? Nate, Pilile, Jojo. Maybe HOH want to avoid last week's pie drama. You remember? And now he won Jojo out. HOH went there and held her by the hand and made sure that she moved aside. Was there a pushing? No. But could he have told her to close her, girl? I want other people to serve. I think he could have done that. So the ladies were like, can't you be romantic? Then he's like, I don't want her serving. And bringing Nate and Pilile and telling them to make sure that they don't get episode of what happened last week. Some of the girls were like, you could have been romantic dealing with Jojo. Then boys like, I told her to join the queue. She's supposed to join the queue. Jojo said, I will not eat. A boy went like, you eat. I will make sure you eat. Now, as if that is not enough, Biggie calls HOH and gives him battery, making sure that every single housemate change their batteries, and also dish out certain rules to them. So the moment he came and he said, gather around, and I'm coming to change your batteries, and I tell you what is next, he did not even finish. People were now coming to him, my battery, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, sure. Can you all sit? Go back, sit, or go stand behind. You're not even listening. You are talking in the same low-tone batteries. I need you to sit, you change your batteries, you listen to what I want to tell you, and you can respond. We are not just here by ourselves. We are having people listening to us. And that was when they knew that, sure, what he was saying has some truth. But between me and you who are watching, we know that there are better ways of handling people. There are better ways to communicate to people. That one, no two ways about that. But are the housemates giving him tough time? Somehow. Because he is aggressive by nature, he feels attacked whenever people are approaching. So he now wants them to sit, get new batteries, listen to him, and be able to talk with fresh batteries that are loud enough for outsiders to hear. It was then that for once, Nsuku and one or two housemates had to go quiet. When he was telling people to go sit, you have Mandy telling Beekay to help her get up, to also come for her own. Boy turned right and saw that happening and went like, you are not listening. Hey! And Mandy said, you are very disrespectful. You are not talking to me well. And boy is like, you also making it difficult. Now, he turned left, extreme, and he could see Uyanda laughing and also passing comment. Whatever the Uyanda said, it is him alone who might have heard it. And he said, you are equally not making it easy. I'm telling people to do A, you are telling them to do B. More like continuing to aggravate things. And Uyanda went, shh. One thing that was common in Swiss talk was, you don't get to disrespect me. You don't want me disrespecting you. You are disrespecting me. I'm like, boy, you don't demand for it. You need to be respectful for it to be reciprocated. As much as they are making it tough for you, when you know how to respect yourself and talk well to them, automatically there will be a reverse. If HOH don't suffer enough, Mshini Nsuku raises their hand and he went like, sweetheart, put your hands down. They're like, you are not listening. And he's like, but I'm being polite. You said I should be respectful. I'm even saying sweetheart, and they all burst out laughing, some smiling. Mshini telling Abobo that when GULUVA was HOH in the first week, he was calm. Nsuku understood it and said things have really changed. Personalities are different, and it answers why. And you have Abobo telling her that, girl, you are beautiful, intelligent, very jovial, and a mother. You need to know when people are disrespecting you and when people want to be jovial. Girl is like, yes. I came here, I thought it is a fun house. We all want to be funded and we are good. But some people, their lives revolve around the money and they being spiteful and saying that, GULUVA, do you remember I told you that I cried after my banter with you? And GULUVA nodded his head. Mshini says she really felt bad because she was looking out for him and letting him know that, my bro, I got to know you before this girl. But you are not playing your game and you just being around her. I think you should play your game and also be with her if that is what you want. And boy going to tell his woman, and the woman came telling her spiteful words and it hurt her and she went crying. And Abobo saying that, no, Melino saying that in a house like this, people have diverse reasons for doing things. Some genuinely want to just goof around, no malice. Some deliberately want to goof around and also hurt you. So you need to know who, when, how you're dealing with people. And later, GULUVA just stood up more like, this conversation is okay, we'll make a come on the go. You go to the kitchen, Uyanda in some vibe moment with Nsuku and Beekay enjoying ice cream. Nate also at the extreme on the meat pie. Talking about meat pie, whilst they were busy fighting, you have Mshini and Uyanda kissing. I wanted the cameraman to let us see Mshini, because after the case, Uyanda turned looking at where Mshini was going and pulling his tongue out and making faces. I thought maybe Mshini was also doing the same thing and he was doing that so that we will understand why he did that, but the camera was focused on just boy. You have conversation where Swiss is telling Uyanda that, my brother, I've been avoiding you this week. You equally avoiding me. I've not had banter with you even on duties. I've been very lenient. But this one time that a lot is happening and you are just putting more kerosene in the fire. You've not been fair to me when I have not stepped on you. And Uyanda went like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry. He kept saying, I'm sorry. And Nate was standing there more like, let me be the first one to know how Swiss will cook this young man. But it did not happen because he repeatedly kept saying, sorry. So did Uyanda poke boy? Yes, we did not hear. And was boy exaggerating it? Yes, because he has an agenda to fulfill. Mandy is pissed off that Uyanda had to apologize and saying that some men in the house, they don't have backbone, Melino included. And boy went like, Melino? No, it cannot be Melino. That one got family, he has backbone. And Mandy kept insisting that some men don't have backbone and Uyanda was just wasted on the floor whilst they were talking. But do you know one funny thing? Boy said, I did wrong, and you know I did wrong, so I needed to. Then girl said, but the HOH has also been a lot. So whether you did wrong or not, you didn't have to apologize. It's not like he was not also poking me. And boy later said, come closer. And he told her to the ears that as much as I did wrong, the apology, I did not mean it. And girl is like, I knew it. You should have told me. Then why did you apologize? So somewhere it means he poked the HOH. Uyanda, Mamma Mia. But he said he never meant the apology. The apology itself, after apologizing, he was laughing. Anyway, let's come back to the kitchen. More shenanigans here. The girls are dancing. They are having fun. Yes, Nsuku Mshini, Pilile with beautiful voice, backup coming from Mshini. You go to the kitchen and you have Nsuku in a conversation with Beekay and telling boy that, your mama born you well. Do you see anybody being controlled in this house? This is a house that you don't know anybody. Feel free and play your game and be the best of yourself. So this thing of a woman tell you, don't go here, don't be with this person. Do I do that to you? But that one does that to you. Whilst they were having this convo and also enjoying ice cream with Uyanda, Nate was closer to the pie, listening in and watching that. Now, Nate passes by, more like, boy, that girl is overstaying her welcome. Beekay understood Nate even without saying a word. Then Nate moves and comes back again. This time she is standing right behind Nsuku. So you have boy leaning by the kitchen cabinet, Nsuku in the middle, and Nate right behind Nsuku's nyash. More like, girl, you better go before I punch you. And Nsuku left because I think she was done, or she also understood whatever that was going on. And Nate is not happy, and boy is equally not happy. And like, sure, this boy, he will chop nomination on Monday. As if a lot is not going on already, you have Mshini also saying that those coming for her, she doesn't care. She's not afraid. She came to the house alone and she just does not care. Not there to babysit and does not need people babysitting her. You have Uyanda coming to be with her and say that they should go already. And girl just pacing around. The boy said, yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. You have more conversations in the house and Beekay telling Pilile that one got jealous when I danced with you. I thought it was Nate until I realized them using he. It means Swiss. Girl is like, can I be open? We kind of shared a little kiss. Maybe you think it is a peg, and we cuddle in the same duvet. And but that one does not mean he's my boyfriend. Or once we do that, it means he's my boyfriend. Boys like it's difficult to tell, but maybe he's invested because he was jealous when we were hugging. And girl is like, no, I think there is more to it because earlier before the party, we cannot sit or lean on the sofa, and you were quite leaning on it, and I was trying to hold you back and pull you away, and he just managed to be there instantly, and he felt quite uncomfortable because he did not know what was going on, like were we hugging to kiss or whatever. He just saw that scene. Boy's like, oh okay, he was even giving me weird faces. I didn't understand. It means Pilile knows what is happening. It means she deliberately is also using Beekay to spice Swiss. During the party too, a lot happened between Pilile and Beekay, and I think Swiss is not having it. You see, the only person who is not having it, your guess is as good as mine. Time is up. Sipisile changes and Sweet GULUVA takes over, and HOH telling him that he will do fine, wishing him the best and going. And when he's done, he want to know, how was it? Was it tiring? He said he did not even see the 1 hour coming. It was quite swift. But he was quite tired and pissed off a camera picking on him. Abobo came in prepared. He got shades to cover up his eyes. I think he want to stand and sleep. That is the only thing. But unknown to him, he cannot lean on the wall. You have a Melino, and Melino breached the rules because Martha, because of chili punch, she was feeling cold, hot at the same time, wanting to vomit. Lino checking up on her before she finally went inside. HOH in conversation with Mandy, more like, you are my girl, but you've been a lot. I don't tell you to go clean. The whole of this week, not a single housemate have I approved and told the person, do this, do that. Those who are supposed to clean, I just watch you and just that you are supposed to do it. Have there been a fight, even in the kitchen, concerning duties? I have allowed you all to have your way, but these few instances you are being a lot, and you don't know what Biggie is telling me inside. He is pissed off with 1 or 2 things, and he is lashing out at me, and you people are also giving me tough time. Mandy said, but you shouted at me. Boy is like, no, it could not have been only you. But even with this conversation, Mandy wants to explain. He said, I came here to talk to you. I want to talk to you. You want to talk. Mandy, he shouted, and Mandy just went, shh. Mandy knew she really did not do well, but I think because of how the HOH approaches things, the housemates have been making him a villain, and he equally does not know how to talk. By letting them know that you've really had a holiday week. Every single housemate cannot tell me that I've told them, do this in the kitchen, do this in the washroom. There's not been a single fight about duties. It's because I deliberately allowed you all to have your way. But just this once, you people are not making it possible for me. They hugged it out and they laughed. But you go downstairs, yeah? He goes with a pillow. And himself, Tyrone, they are swinging Jojo around. Jojo said, leave me before I vomit. Somebody is vomiting upstairs. And Jojo, seeing the pillow, went like, where is this, my pillow? She's even looking for one of her pillows. She wanted to get up. And boy is like, sit your butts down, and threw his pillow to her. And she is like, you see, he does not respect. Why do you talk like this? And we then said that is how men are supposed to talk. And Tyrone said, no, you should. Hey, sit down. I want to give you mine. And boy said, okay, sit down, Jojo. And they laughed. And according to him, he picked one of Jojo's pillow, but he does not know where he placed it back and gave Jojo the one that he has. Like I said, sometimes these are friends, and the thing that will not work for him is he want to be himself with his bad, ugly, good behavior all intertwined in Biggie's house. He is moving in the house without filter, letting people experience him for who he really is. And that is a no for some people. Some people are very, very camera conscious, and there are things they wouldn't want to do. Some people might lash out if they are home, but they are all covering it up. That is one thing that will not work for him, and he does not see it yet. Melino sued GULUVA Tyrone in conversation, and GULUVA is talking about how he speaks poorly to some extent, but he writes differently. And if you get to know him right, you'll be like, this cannot be the same person. Of course, some people can familiarize with that. Jojo Swiss are upstairs, and you have Tyrone in more conversation with Sweet GULUVA after his punishment. And according to GULUVA, maybe to outside people, this is entertainment, we getting punished. But for those who are in, this is hectic, and it is not easy for them at all. Some people are like, who told you it's funny? We are equally bored. Now, Jojo comes downstairs to come sleep with his friends because she thought she was going to be there with Tyrone and Swiss, but comes to meet Sweet GULUVA, and he said he want to pass the night there with them. And she said, oh, Swiss cannot make it there because he want to be sharing bed with Pilile. Tyrone was quite surprised. So the three managed to pass the night there, and later GULUVA stood up to be with Melino. You go upstairs, and Swiss is trying to put on a wear, and he's not putting it on well, and they cracked up laughing at him nonstop. And he said, how about you pretending and helping me rather than doing this to me as your friend? Later, Nate is not having it at all. According to Girl, can you tell me what I just saw during the party and even after the party? Beekay trying to kiss Nate in quite a forceful manner, and she resisted. She was not happy. She said, I'm not furious, but I want to know, what were you trying to do? Were you hugging her? You need to tell me the truth. I'm curious, please. Why are you laughing? So you are not going to tell me. I think you like her. Hey, so you do. And boy wants to know, how did I do it? And Girl was doing it. One thing is, Girl's game revolves around Beekay. If not, Beekay talking to Pilile, Girl comes saying that it's good night, let's go, we need to go to bed. Nsuku had to step in more than, he's not your son. You too, she's not your mother. I'm like, who? Now, HOH going through a lot, and Biggie not happy, like I said, and he equally not happy, but he needs to know how to address things. You have Mshini saying that the house can be a lot, and she's also saying it. But Bobo says he could be a victim, but since he does not know how to handle things, he will be the culprit instead, and saying that he did not handle the situation well, right? And Girl said, yeah, he could have done better because the house were a lot. Then with the chili punch, is it that alcohol has power to do things, or Biggie adds something? Because imagine HOH want to put on his hoodie, but he's taking his legs in the hoodie rather than So from down, rather than putting it on top, Mama Mia. And GULUVA's relationship with Mshini, I'm beginning to see something here. I think with Mshini, it's either it is out of guilt, so she want to make amends, or she does not even see anything wrong. She feels you stepped on me, I stepped on you, let's move on for the sake of the game. Because while she was talking to Abobo, and later the conversation turning and she talking about GULUVA and even bringing Ashley's name, saying that the girl just once, and GULUVA nodding. Then the next thing is GULUVA looking at Abobo and talking to him, and Melino going. Then the next thing himself, he just left, just being quiet. But this is what I have noticed. Where I see Mshini doing her thing, you have GULUVA come there. And sometimes where I see GULUVA doing his thing, Mshini will be there. And cameramen have been playing a certain games too, and when you are not careful, you'll be thinking Mshini is desperate. But there are instances where GULUVA is being pokey in Mshini's matters. So, is it that boy? Okay, this is what I think. I don't know what you think. I think GULUVA has not forgiven Mshini when she was calling him names and the whole thing of you are being controlled. I think he's holding on to it. He does not want to say it because the girl is talking to him and the guys there on normal conversation, but he's making faces until he just stood up and left. How did they put in the chili punch, making HOH put on a hoodie from down, sticking his legs in it? Biggie has released a statement hours ago. Is somebody about to catch a strike or somebody will go home? If it is a strike, who is catching it? You take in the comment section. Adios.